Come on! Go! Goku!
Thank you, Dragon Balls!
Later. Stay alive, Vegeta.
I bet my last ounce of pride!
Alright, what's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. Another day, another leak. This makes me laugh because Legends made this whole little news post talking about how they don't want the player base to data mine and to leak their upcoming characters to spoil the fun. It's going to take away from people's enjoyment. And from that post to now, Legends has leaked their upcoming characters twice. The latest culprit to that, Android 17 and Golden Frieza. So in the end, we were correct on that little ice cream teaser that they released. The color scheme of the names, they don't really sell what kind of typing this character is going to have. It doesn't always guarantee it. But if you ask me, I actually think a yellow and blue typing would fit pretty well. When you try to consider what both androids and LOE could use, yellow and blue fits that slot perfectly. But here we are. Either way, Legend Android 17 and Golden Frieza. I'm a big fan of the pick. I think this is super cool. We don't really know what kind of gimmicks this character has yet because this is just the thumbnail of the upcoming teaser. My guess is someone on the Bandai Namco team kind of screwed up setting the premiere. Maybe they wanted to get ahead of schedule. Maybe they were like, let's just set the premiere a day before so we don't have to worry about it tomorrow. Little did they know, setting it up as a premiere sort of broadcasts it to people just so we can build up anticipation. So, big mistake, small indie company Bandai Namco. Totally understand why, a non-multi-billion-dollar company could screw this up, but here we are. I'm a big fan either way the picks, because this can satisfy multiple things, but the biggest one is buffing up two tags that desperately need it. Androids and good old LOE. Now with this also brings the potential for what the LF Zenkai could be, and if you ask me, the smartest pick would be this guy. MVP 17. I think this guy would be a fantastic pick. Number one, and I brought this up back when we were talking about the ice cream teaser, this guy already is built with some Fusion Warrior countering. He does additional blast damage against them. So number one, that makes him a really strong option and a very viable character in this meta because UVB is kicking the crap out of everybody. And number two, this guy providing the debuffing, the healing, the cut penetration support, as well as the multiple vanishes via the unique gauge. This guy did not get the MVP title for free. He earned that. He earned that. He was one of the best aging LFs of all time. He is up there with the likes of Future Gohan as being a fantastic and well-aged character. And it also helps that this character is blue. I just said yellow and blue typing for Golden Frieza and 17 would be perfect for both tags. And at that point, you can kind of see maybe why UVB is as overtuned as he is with that Platyquip, because you're looking at two blue characters already who are probably going to be pretty good, and then you could maybe set up a mono blue like Universe Survival Saga or Android's team. You throw 13, Golden Frieza, and Android 17, and then MVP 17 gets the Zenkai Awakening. You put a blue Androids or a blue Universe Survival Saga bench, and you are set for what looks to be a very, very, very strong mono blue team. Now keep in mind, Android 13 may not be in the A tier boost anymore, but his Disrupt is still good enough to stop that man's combos. I don't know, man. I think he can be pretty helpful to help slowing that man down. I'm not saying he's going to wall him off, but I am saying his Disrupt is good enough to help slow things down. But either way, I think this guy would be the smartest pick for getting the Zenkai Awakening. But it all boils down to what they think deserves the help more. I said it's Androids and LOE, which means that this guy is on the table as well. Goku in Final Form Frieza. They already have a baby unique equip the 7th anniversary part 1. They got it. Got a little bit of numbers. They got the ability to replenish that unique gauge, so they have the anti-rising rush stuff. But this character could do pretty good as well. I think purple and blue fit the bill perfectly for this meta because Broly is pretty much everywhere alongside UVB. Broly is just a must run right now. That guy's auto counter is one of the few things actually stopping Vegito Blue from just one comboing your entire team. And this guy having purple and blue means you could deal with two very pesky characters at the same time. Purple to deal with Broly, and blue to deal with UVB. And the cherry on top, they somehow buff up, or rather they can fit the bill for LOE as well, because, you know, Final Form Frieza is part of this. And lastly, it pains me to say this, but he is not off the table, transforming MUI. Evo Vegeta already got a unique equip, and as crazy as it is to say, you know, it's only been a little over a year, those characters can use a unique. The numbers that we've seen in this game have been pushed very, very fast. I mean, look, damage guard 175. Some of these characters are doubling this already. Remember, the Boo Bros are at 330. So 175 is not cutting it anymore. Characters getting a unique are like 100% higher than this. Some characters are just straight up like doubling up this man's damage guard. So, yeah. Characters only a year prior are already on the table for getting a massive power up via unique. And again, all of these things just support the idea of UVB is as strong as he is because they know just around the corner a very powerful set of blue characters will get a power up. So it's either this guy via unique, this guy getting a Zenkai just to power up LOE, but a side effect of being a strong blue, or this guy to power up androids with the side effect of being blue with anti-fusion warriors, and finally androids can see some help. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, android mains, you know that meme where it's like, oh, some tags are just barely putting their head above the water, and then there's a skeleton all the way at the bottom. Androids are that skeleton. I mean, you got what? Perfect Form, Cell, Zenkai, Android 13, and Perfect Cell. Are these the trio that you guys are running? Sounds a little bit painful, I ain't gonna lie. So at the very least, with this guy getting the Zenkai MVP 17, this at the very least allows you to have another sort of modern viable character. You could run like a blue purple if you really wanted to. Just a beautiful two birds one stone alongside the golden Frieza. And then what's fun about this, I think it's worth talking about characters that could see different boosts as well, because Legends has shown us that when some characters get a good enough boost, they end up being viable in the meta snapshot. And Android 13 is such a great example of this. This guy got the A tier boost. He finally felt good enough to run alongside a lot of powerful characters because he felt tanky, he wasn't dying at a single shot, and he ended up being, you know, his damage guard numbers were close enough that he didn't feel like a liability on your team. So A tier boost for Android 13 was enough. I could see them doing significant boosts for some of the ultras. Perfect Cell here getting S tier boost. We saw Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta get the S tier boost, and he was good enough to run around and do some damage, but not so strong that people all of a sudden were saying they overdid it. This is too much of a boost for a semi-recent Ultra. S tier boost for Perfect Cell would work well because this character already has the permanent anti-endurance, and if you go ahead and take a look at all the modern characters, pretty much everyone is relying on endurance. Pretty much no one has like a revival-esque ability outside of the Boo duo. So he would be great. And then on the LOE side, Lineage of Evil side, Final Form Frieza in the S tier boost would be pretty good as well. We tried him out on A tier boost. He was kind of holding it together, but it wasn't all there. So A tier boost for him would be, S tier boost for him would be pretty sick. I ain't gonna lie, would be pretty damn sick. But that is all to say, fellas. They leaked yet another legend character. So good job, multi-billion-dollar company. And also, we know that the supporter is Bobbity. Despite the color scheme, I was secretly hoping that it was going to be like a Angel Vegeta that would help speed up standby skill or prep mode abilities. Because it sounds crazy to say, but people are already saying the Boo duo suffer from a lack of time to actually using their Spirit Bomb, because UVB straight up just kills them before they get a chance. And they're right. You catch the Boo Bros in the sidestep with a full gauge, the ultimate is going to kill them, and UVB's ultimate pretty much does as much damage as a Spirit Bomb, so less hassle, more power. So that's why I was saying that'd be pretty cool, because it could be used for Sword of Hope Trunks as well to help speed up Final Hope Slash, Spirit Bomb. All those things would have been sick, but in the end, it turns out it's Bobbity. And you gotta wonder, what is that for? Are we getting a supporter to specifically counter Majin Buu Saga or the Spirit Bomb character specifically? That would be a 10 out of 10. Either way, let me know what you think. Android mains, are you excited? LOE mains, are you excited? I know Universe Survival Saga fellows are excited as well. Remember that this campaign is actually quite long, and this is not the only bit of buffs we're going to see. There should be another legend character just a few weeks down the line. Let me know what you think would fit the bill. I was going to say a Synchro Gauge Kefla and or good old God Choco. But until then, peace!